Colonel Taylor is kind of giving them the business. And finally the girls leave, at which Debbie Allen says, honey, leave those kids alone. They already missed the holidays with their families. Damn.
You know what? I enjoyed that one because I think it was the damn. I enjoyed Damn, I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna I enjoyed that. Enjoyed that. Any HBCU stories?
At first I thought about my freshman year. I came over to your house, you and your roommate's house for Thanksgiving. I was introduced to egg gravy.
Man,
I believe JC.
We was all introduced to
And but it wasn't. I mean, there wasn't much going on. Was it? I believe it was the next. It was the next year Gina came, right? It was the next year that Gina was there.
Right? Yeah. Gina was there that year.
The first year?
Yeah. We had 40. I had 40 pounds. Now that I look at it now, I had 40 pounds of turkey because they gave away turkeys at the hotel I was working at. And somebody didn't want their turkey, and I just had two. And that was the first time I'd ever cooked turkey. I had turkeys cooking up in our apartment and in Carl's apartment.
Came out well. Came out well, my friend. Came out well.
We had to call people over and say, hey, man, we got a lot of food.
Hey, that's what I remember. I remember a lot of food, a lot of liquor, a lot of fun. And we was all looking at that little TV. Looking at the game on that little TV.
Yes, we were. That little TV. Up on that free cable. Believe that.
But that wasn't my quick nostalgia story, actually.
Oh, wow.
I was thinking about driving home. I remember, you met Chad that time when we came Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Chad and Greg, you don't know Greg, but we were driving home for Christmas. And it was literally the last day before like they closed down the dorms. And I remember Chad had just finished a test or something. And we got on the road and we said, we are not stopping. And if anybody knows, from DC to New Orleans, that's 18 hours. And I mean, you've done this before with not stopping and, just constantly switching up. But the one thing was that there was this New Orleans bounce song out called Hike at the time. And we agreed that it doesn't matter. Anytime we hit a new state, I don't care what's going on. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping. You got to pop that CD or tape in at full blast. And everybody jumps up. And we start singing that song. So we hit Virginia. Hike, 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 hike. And we just go back to sleep. Doesn't matter who was driving.
Except for the driver.
We hit North Carolina. Music here, you just hike. Oh, actually, we did that all the way to uptown New Orleans, where I had to drop off Chad. I can't remember where. I think Greg lived in the East too. I believe. I can't remember.
Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama,
state.
Mississippi,
every state.
Louisiana. That's 7 states.
seven times that hike song came on full blast.
Damn. Wow. My story was it was either the first or the second thing. It might have been the first Thanksgiving. I can't remember. All I know is a dude named Marvin, who was on the swim team from Shreveport. And he said, homeboy, somebody sent me some crawfish. You can come up and have some. And I was like, I wasn't crazy. At this point, I didn't know I had problems with crawfish, so I wasn't crazy about it. But I was like, let me go up as a homie. He invited me up. And he had the crawfish, right? And I had one. One crawfish. Left it at that.
Just to let you all know, people, Rod is allergic to crawfish. He found out the hard way.
I did. And I had one crawfish. And I was sitting in the room. It was probably sophomore year because I had a TV. I remember that. You know, I'm good. It's like I'm watching little TV. It's like, but then all of a sudden, that stomach just start. It
You
was
didn't
caught,
even realize. You just like, man.
and I'm gonna tell you, I sat up there for about 4 hours trying to ignore. I am about two hours. I tried to ignore it. I was like, man, this is really bad because I remember being on the ground on the floor and like this is really bad. I need to go. So I made my way. If you know Howard, Cook Hall is at the top of a hill. Howard is on the hill and Cook is at the top. I crawled. How about this? No, it's my sophomore year because I'm in architecture.
Wait, where? Oh, you were in the architecture building.
I was in Cook and I walked down.
That's what I mean.
Slow.
You were still at the architecture building when you had the crawfish.
No, I was in Cook,
Oh, you're in good.
but I
Okay.
walked down in the direction of Howard Hospital down that hill, and I had to stop. I knew that the bathroom. I knew that the building was open 24/7, and I needed the bathroom.
Wow.
So I stopped in the bathroom.
And you still didn't know at that time that crawfish
didn't
was
know.
the cause.
Then I'm still walking, and I'm telling you, I crawled a little bit behind Wonder Bread. Like I thought I was
Bro, you
I
had
was-
one crawfish, bruh.
had one
Oh my
crawfish.
gosh, bruh.
So I get down to the Howard Hospital and I tell them what's up. And I'm sitting there in the corner and I'm doing this. And I'm like, oh. Now 2 hours pass by. and
You
this-
lucky. You are lucky that that was the way that's the way your allergy showed. If you
No.
were going to anaphylactic shock.
No, I still didn't know because the time I learned.
No,
was that-
I'm saying that you are lucky that stomach cramps and maybe throwing up is how you
Yeah,
basically got it out. Like,
I guess. All I know is I got to the hospital. I'm sitting up there for 3 hours, and I found this very funny because this couple came in. This black woman and this black guy. And the black guy had a bandage around his head. You ever seen that picture of the Spirit of 1776 where the guy
Yeah.
is drumming and he got the bandage with the blood around his head?
Mhm.
Well, he had his hand like this.
Mhm.
His head like this. And they walk up to the nurse's station. And what happened? And before he even said what happened, she said, "An iron slipped out of my hand." And she kept saying, "Well, what? An iron, it slipped. An iron slipped out of my hand." And he was standing there like, I don't think he wanted to say it, but it felt like she hit him with the iron. But she kept saying, iron. She kept saying, it's like, before the iron slipped out of my hand. I was like, I don't think that iron slipped. I was hurt, but I do not think that iron slipped out of his hand. She just kept, and she kept saying it loudly. Iron slipped out of my hand. I was like, don't think an iron slipped out of your hand. Another 2 hours went, and I was feeling better, and I just left. That's how long I was in Howard Hospital.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
I just left, and I went back, and that was it. I checked in, and they probably looking for me after. I was like, I've been in 6 hours, and I feel better.
That is literally this almost the exact same thing that happened to me, except when I called Earl right before that party, except I didn't go to the hospital. I just felt a little something in my chest and went in the bedroom and was like, what? And I was like, man, that was all right. I can start drinking again. Not that I was going to stop at the time, but it's like, oh, so it's like a brand new person.
Brand new person.
Yeah,
Just
when
before
you at
and after.
home. Yeah, when you ate all those crawfish at home, yeah.
I don't even remember that. All I remember was going to that revolving restaurant above that seafood, but I don't even know.
I remember we were like, man. And I remember thinking to myself, like, man, that's messed up. You allergic to crawfish, of all things.
And you said,
Sucks
double,
for you.
and you was like, double dribble. You didn't give it. You didn't do it. Are you all right?
it's amazing. It's amazing how much now, like how much we know now about allergies. Like back then, we were like, yeah.
Let me tell you all.
Yeah, whatever.
This guy and my best friend were playing Nintendo, and they were not thinking. You all right? Please. They were playing Double Dribble. Please. Oh, are you all right? You gonna be all right.
Hit that corner.
I remember blinking to me. You all right. You gonna be all right. Found me in the damn hospital bathroom on the floor past. You all right? You all right?
Bro, people, bro, you just it was just no sense of urgency back then.
None.
Like man, I gotta pause this game, man. Like,
pause this game. Are you all right? So yeah,
you really had to leave. You're like, oh, look, just leave the TV on. How about I turn off the TV, but I leave the game on. Just put the controllers over here so nobody accidentally steps on it and press start.
Please help me, please. God, I'm in pain. So, yeah, that's my HBCU story. That is, hey man, another fun episode. I've enjoyed myself. Thoroughly.
I think we need to consider. I don't know yet. We'll talk about it, but possibly doing a movie. I saw this, and I haven't gotten a chance to read it fully, but this article on The Wiz, and them basically saying we need to come to the conclusion that The Wiz was a bad movie. And I think maybe we.
They don't say it was a bad movie. They say it wasn't good, but I guess saying that it wasn't good makes it bad.
I think that either we should do an analysis of The Wiz, or we should just do an analysis of black people we don't want to be around. I'm just getting tired, bro. I'm just tired. I'm like,
that pendulum swung.
Why? Like, come on.
That pendulum swung a little bit. That pendulum swung real. It's like, or black people we just don't want to be.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna table that. I think we need to table that at the next board meeting. We're gonna table that, and we may be doing the Wiz, folks. We may be doing the Wiz food.
We always say that we will do the season of Different World or whatever TV show we're doing, but we also are not forgetting. We also are not forgetting our movies. You know, we've already done School Days. We've done Dead Presidents. We've done the 1999 album.
I mean, people at this point, if you're a fan, you know we do TV, film, music. Yeah, so
it sounds just like the beginning.
Huh?
With TV, we talk black about TV, film. You know,
oh, we do. We talk black about TV, film, and music. That's what we do. And I can't say it any other way. We talk black about TV, film, and music. So look forward. I got the feel we're gonna be looking for. I'm gonna look forward to that. That's interesting because I feel a fury on that side. I feel a fury about that.
It may not be the next show,
but
it's coming. It's coming. Because every time I think of that article, even though I still have not read it, and I'm gonna read it. Even the title of it just got.
You're going on the title alone.
The title alone, man. You know. It brings me back to movies like Scar. Like I'm tired of origin stories. I'm tired of them. I mean, once we did Darth Vader, it was exactly Scar from Mufasa, bro.
He had a movie.
The Lion's King. Yeah, we gotta know. Everybody has to know why does Scar feel the way he feels. We don't care.
Wow.
He was evil. He tried to kill a little kid, man. He killed his brother. Why do we have to know everybody's origin story? I don't need to know everybody's origin story. I don't need a wicked. I don't need to know why the the wicked witch is wicked. It's wicked, man.
Oh my God.
That means almost that we are giving acceptance. Like it's like, hey, it's not anymore. It's not anymore if you think about it. No more are the days of, hey, you what happened to you wasn't fair, but you can't go around killing people. No, now it's, look, what happened to you isn't fair. And, sometimes you might kill a person. No, it doesn't work like that. No, do not. We can't accept this as we can't accept this at all.
And on that note, until next week on the Blacklog, my name is Rod. His name is Ryan. Peace.